So on that note, I think we should move on to the next wine, the Champalou Sparkling
Yes.
Vouvray. I will do my
Let's. That is excellent.
obligatory bottle shot. So this is an NV, non-vintage, and I have a label shot here. For it's not shaky, and it's imported by Kermit Lynch. And there are some importers in the world who have a reputation for greatness. Oh, incidentally, that last wine, the Gaudron, is $16 at retail, and now we're moving to a wine that's about $24 at retail. But Champalou is one of the great names of Vouvray, certainly one of the great names of sparkling Vouvray. But I was saying there's some importers that are worth watching out for. Somebody wants to know if you're on Delectable to follow. Can they follow you on Delectable?
Yep.
Yep. I don't know.
I'm on Delectable.
Brian, she's on Delectable.
I'm just me. I go through Twitter as well on Delectable, but I guess I'm just at Canterbury on Delectable too.
Who knew?
So
it's very confusing.
You can find me.
All this social stuff's very confusing. Anyway, so Kermit Lynch is one of the great importers. So if I see Kermit Lynch on the label, at $24 for a sparkling wine, I would say that's something worth trying. And then knowing Champalou, this is a fabulous wine. Everybody should be trying this wine, I think.
Yeah, there's no question. As I was telling you before, Greg, Champalou and Furreau are my two favorite Vouvray bubblies, Chenin bubblies, hands down. They're amazing wines. They're amazing wines every single time I open the bottle. Just off the charts good.
Off the charts good. One thing I like about this, one thing I noticed right away, I don't know what the dosage is for these two wines, but the first wine certainly comes off as a slightly sweeter, more unctuous wine. This is, for me, much cleaner, brighter on the palate, drier, more focus and precision. But I think that also, well, I was going to say that has to do probably with the vintage. 11 was a very difficult vintage, so the previous wine was 11. This is a non-vintage. Who knows what's in here, but nonetheless, it's 50% more expensive, and I think that shows in the wine.
I agree, and actually, I have some numbers here, and I don't, I'm not certain that they are the numbers that I have in terms of residual sugar are for the same vintages.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I was kind of combing information from producers' websites and importers' websites and that sort of thing, but I had 16 grams for the Gaudron.
That's all.
And I had 9 for the Champalou. But again, I don't know if those are correct for the vintages. So
sure. I don't know if they're correct, but I would say that the ratio sounds correct. You know, roughly double. I wouldn't have guessed how many for the first one for the Gaudron?
16.
I wouldn't have guessed
16.2.
It's a lot. I would guess a little less than that, but
yeah, possibly. Of course, 11 was a really challenging year.
Challenging is a good word.
Could have a lot of high acid, trying to be balanced by a wee bit more sugar.
Which is true.
Just maybe.
Well, whether or not it's in the wine, it's a very good point to discuss. It's easy to throw out grams of residual sugar, but without knowing the pH of the wine and the grams of acid per liter, you don't know how sweet that wine is going to taste.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Total acidity and even pH make a massive difference. And sugar can do a lot of things to balance and to mask different things in wine. But you have to know what the acid is to really understand the wine.
Absolutely.